the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hey everybody, welcome, Drunken Peasants, back here again.
Do it live!
Live on this channel for the fourth day in a row.
Yeah.
And we're back again. We're going to do a quick little show for everyone to watch here. We're also going to promo our Patreon private show that we're doing later tonight. It's Actual Mania 30. We'll talk a little bit more about that in depth as the stream goes on. Right now, we'll ask that you please give us a like. Like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed. If you've got multiple accounts, you might want to just subscribe with all of them. I'm just throwing that out there. And I want to thank all of the generous viewers from last night that helped us get to 62% of our goal going into Saturday.
Yeah.
Because the last few weeks, with the exception of episode 1000, we went into Saturday at like 10 to 20%. So this is way better, way more workable.
I think we can blame it on Magicus. The funniest white was in the house.
There you go. Finally, you've come to terms with the truth. And we're going to play a pretty insane classic video that I thought was lost forever. But our hero, Jeff Holiday, was going through some videos he had saved on his phone.
Oh.
And he posted one of my favorite videos pertaining to Shanny for Christ and Revelation News, which we haven't really talked about in quite some time. I was after their whole like epic meltdown where they spent all their money and had to move, and they lived in like a really nice condo that they ruined. And
yeah, they had a really it was a brand new when they moved into it, right?
In like an affluent area of it was like the Denver suburbs.
Yeah,
they lived
nice
in.
Townhome.
It looked really nice,
and they turned it into a shit pit.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe even like, I don't know, 1,500 square feet, like a decent sized home. And they just trashed it. It was disgusting. That was where it kind of hit the climax for me, like their trip from there, and then their trip like driving on the railroad tracks and all that stuff. But this is from before that. Revelation News has foot and mouth disease, where he, especially around Shanny, he can't stop saying dumb shit.
Oh, I thought he got foot disease from putting her foot in his mouth.
Well, maybe that too. That's athlete's mouth, like what you get from sucking on athlete's foot toes.
Shan, I'd like to talk to you about mental health and feet.
Oh man, yeah, maybe that's Rev, because you saw the beard hanging down.
Yeah, except that guy was African American.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I noticed those
I don't
things.
see color, Billy.
I do.
Oh. Well, I don't see. What I mean is I cannot see any colors. I'm colorblind. No,
They did have like pube beard though. They both share that.
Yeah.
That is a gross comparison.
Yeah. So let's check this out. I love this. This is after a live stream where Shanny was off screen. Because like when Shanny and Rev would make videos, one of them would be in front of the camera making the video, and then the other one would be off camera in the background just like barking shit at them. Like Shanny'd be like, oh my God, I'm doing makeup. And you'd hear Rev off screen go, yeah.
Yeah, Shan, yeah.
So then, when Rev would be doing a video, you'd hear Shanny in the back like, yeah, what the fuck you doing? Like just off camera. So Rev's doing a live stream, and I guess Shanny took her bra off and threw it on Rev's head.
Yeah.
And Rev was like, oh my God, that smells like cat pee. And then about 2 hours later, he made this video because he didn't want to get his ass kicked again.
Oh.
And here it is. I love this. This is so great.
Cat piss, Jay, really? So I made a mistake. There was a live stream that Shannon did where she threw her bra on my head, okay? And I was wearing it like a bonnet. And I said it smelled like cat piss. No. I explained it in the video, but here, I wish you would take your comments off.
I wish you'd take your comments off. She's like...
Yeah, she is. She's gonna beat him up.
She has beaten him up before. She's gotten arrested for beating him up.
We saw her in the cuffs, like Stone Cold Steve Austin style.
Yeah, she's quite a bit larger than him.
I really do. But anyway, I sometimes have a problem with saying stuff before I think about it.
I sometimes have a problem with being honest.
Right.
And, that doesn't work well when you're living with Shanny for Christ.
Sometimes I say stuff before I remember to lie about it.
If I thought about, I just said that Shannon smelled like cat piss because she put the bra on my head, I would have said to myself, wow, you're a real fucking moron at the time, which I pretty much did. But because there are people who stalk her and upset her with comments on her page, I have to
on you stalkers.
Yeah, you disgusting
come here and
people.
make this clarification video. I said in the video, no, it's not cat piss that it smells like, because cat piss smells like ammonia. That's what cat piss smells like.
Pneumonia? You mean ammonia, not pneumonia. That's like an illness. Like what? Yeah, I cannot believe you got to be living the life to blow through like $500,000 in what was it, like 11 months or something like that?
I heard he left a big collection of magic cards in that house too. How rich can you be when
Did
you
he
just
really?
leave magic cards in your house?
I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a magic player.
No, I know there was magic cards, and I'm pretty sure in one of the videos the guy that was in there was thumbing through the book.
Oh.
The guy that came in afterwards.
Huh.
Like, what I meant it smelled like was musky. It was a musky scent.
I meant to say musky. I like how his idea of saving face is calling his woman's bra musky.
Musky.
It's musky.
Musky. You know, like a fucking muskrat.
Yeah.
So, in other words, it was pheromones from her boobs.
Your boobs smell like ferrets, sweetie.
That was in the bra, and I smelt them. I did.
I smelt them.
No, it's a wonderful smell.
She says, it's not unpleasant.
Yeah, she's like, don't forget to say it's not unpleasant, asshole.
It's not cappy, it's musky. It smells like pneumonia.
It smells like fucking ammonia, which I do know
right
that,
this time.
but my mind just said, oh yeah, say cat piss.
I mean, there is ammonia in pee. There is ammonia in pee.
Lee Harvey Oswald's going to come watch the Patreon private show with us tonight. Actual Mania XXX.
Yeah, one of the most famous assassins in United States history. I knew he survived. I knew that was all a psyop.
Because I'm an idiot. No, it's not cat piss. It smelled musky.
You did order 66 on this man's bank account.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
By the way, I'm thinking Lee Harvey Oswald, if he was still alive, would be like 100 years old. So,
so
even
he'd
if he had survived the assassination, I think he's not alive anymore.
He would be a DP fan, though.
Attractive. You don't smell ammonia and go, ooh, you're horny. I smelt that and I got horny.
Oh, God. Oh.
I smelt that and I got horny.
Oh, no.
I swear I smelt that and got horny.
All right. So, yeah, I was a fucking idiot.
Man, he is just...
It's like the Taliban videos where they have like the gun to the guy's head off camera.
I am being treated well.
There's my wife. I won't. She's got her privacy. I'm not revealing her to you.
What? Everyone knows who she is. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, who's that mystery woman in the background telling you, and that is a pleasant smell?
Yeah.
My titties sweating, piss, ammonia is a pleasant smell.
I mean, if he was actually smart, which he's not, for many reasons, many obvious reasons, but if he was, he would have just like let the bra land on his head, and as soon as he smelled it, taken it off his head and said nothing about it. That's the way to deal with it. Then you wouldn't have been forced to make this dumb apology, and she wouldn't have kicked the crap out of you. I don't know.
Or here's another thing. Say, this smells like cat piss, throw it back in her face, go wash yourself. Break that buck. Break that buck,
Take a bath. Wash yourself.
Take a bath.
Show me what you can
Say, Jason, you're an idiot.
No.
Yeah, do it. Because it's true. That was stupid of me.
You fucking idiot.
Jason, you're an idiot.
Fake.
See how she was like, no.
Thank you.
It was so easy to convince her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shanny.
You. I'm an idiot, folks.
Yeah,
It was a
folks.
musky scent, not cat piss.
See, guys, it was a musky scent, not cat piss. Dumb me. Pew.
Yeah, in a way, obviously, they had children in a very bad, unsanitary situation, so that's pretty horrible. But I was kind of sad when their channel got, for selfish reasons, I was sad when their channel got yeeted because it was just, this was a very entertaining white trash freak show. It's like, what happens when you take two really messed up, disgusting individuals and give them $500,000 to just do whatever they want?
I thought it was $750,000.
Oh, was it?
And-
was it
and-
750?
That's why I heard.
Oh, I thought it was like 400,000.
And-
You could be right.
And they are Christians, but they are Christians in name only, if that.
I mean,
They're-
it depends on who you ask. There is the whole no true Scotsman thing. I mean, some people believe if you say you're a Christian, you are, and all people fall short of the greatness of God.
Well,
so
how short do they fall? There's
Very
the phrase,
far.
There's the phrase cleanliness is next to godliness.
Well,
they fell far from that one. They did pornography.
Yes.
They fell pretty far from that one.
Yep.
Thou shalt not love thy neighbor. They talk shit about everybody. They judge everybody.
Yeah.
They judge everybody. There's so many things they do that are ungodly. It's like they just wear the moniker for protection.
Goldie Fawn said $750K for what? I had heard
It was inheritance.
Inheritance, yeah. Rev comes from a wealthy family. They had a house in Pennsylvania that they didn't even live in. They let G-Man live in it while they were wasting all that money living the high life in Colorado. I mean, like, you could live pretty well living off of $100,000 of that, put the rest of that in a bank. The kind of interest that amount of money, because there are special bank accounts where if you put like more than $250,000 in it, they have like high interest bank accounts. As long as you don't touch the money, it'll grow over time, and then you can take withdrawals after a certain amount of time. But they were just dumb. They probably just kept it in a checking account.
If they would have just taken their dip budget, not the chip budget, just the budget they spent on dip, and put that into Dogecoin, they'd be set.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be set.
Yeah.
It's just little Dogecoins.
Even by conventional means, just like a money market account at a bank, that amount of money grows in interest because it's just an obscene amount of money. And if you're willing to let it sit there, like keep $100,000 to $200,000 of it and do what you want with that, it's got to be really hard to blow through that. And then take the rest of the money and put it somewhere. Maybe invest some of it and put some of it in a high interest bank account or whatever. But
that's what happens when you never have anything. Once you get it, you use it to try and fill voids in your life that you've had.
Some people do that.
It'll never work.
Some people do that, and then other people do the exact opposite from the same situation. They're afraid to lose it, so they don't spend it because they came from humble places, and it's almost like imposter syndrome. They don't feel they deserve it, and they feel like they're gonna lose it if they don't hold on to it.
Yeah.
I always heard stories about Macho Man Randy Savage and how frugal he was, even though he was like a super wealthy guy. getting paid big money back in the day. He was like super stingy.
A lot of the wrestlers were like that, though. They learned it coming up into the business because you had to like work like night to night, maybe $20 a night. If that. So it became stinge.
And then people like Tony Atlas just blew right through it like it was nothing.
Because he loved feet.
Jake the Snake. I'm sure Jake the Snake made a ton of money. He blew through it like it was nothing.
My guy was smoking that crack.
Yeah. So this is the video. We've got a lot of cool stuff planned for tonight. A lot of you guys, if you haven't done it before, you should just this time give us a shot. Throw us $5 through Patreon and come hang out with us. We stream off platform on Vimeo, so we get away with a lot more over there. We can say a lot more. We can use clips that YouTube would take the video down for. We're going to do actual Mania, which for those of you who aren't aware, we take one or more famous DP lol cows or personalities and put them against each other. We play a couple videos, and then you, the people, vote on who wins. And we've been doing it for this is the 30th one. So we've been doing it every month for over 2 years now.
It's got sensationalized crazy. It's got fan interaction. It's got butts. Like it's everything you want. No, but it's only $5 to watch this show, and you get it in this tonight. You'll have another show to watch very soon.
On Monday.
We're doing Monday another private show for that $5 bill.
Yeah, we had to move some things around. But yes, we're doing that. And honestly, the Patreon, it helps hold things together here. We depend on it to keep the show going. We dedicate a lot of time to this. And a lot of people enjoy it. But it's also tough times for people, and we understand that. But we're hoping some of you you'll give us a shot for the first time. Just $5.
If you guys got your own podcast, just stop that podcast, take the $5 from that podcast, and give it to us.
Yes.
It's simple.
It should be done.
It's math. Oh, yeah.
And for those of you who got some extra cash and maybe you want something physical, tangible, to hold on to for your patronage, we're doing this $50 Patreon thing where every month, if you're a $50 patron or above, we front the cost.
Colton Powell.
Thank you for signing up. So we got Lee Harvey Oswald and the famous General Colin Powell, who's also deceased. We've got two deceased historical figures.
This is Colton Powell.
Oh, it's Col. Oh. I thought it was Colin Powell. Sorry, Colton.
This is Genital Colon Power.
So every month we ship out a shirt. You don't have to pay shipping or handling. You become a $50 patron for that month. So you can sign up this month anytime before the end of this month. $50 will send you this shirt next month. It gets sent to you the month after. And you get all the other shit that comes along with it. I even made a little where is it?
A little titty caca?
Yeah, a little tootie fruity shooty.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
Oh.
Actually, I don't have it in this
Never mind.
lineup. Yeah, you get a bunch of stuff. You get a ton of perks for it. So if you want to check it out, sign up for that. But just you can do the $5 thing.
You get smacked on the ass unless you walk backwards. You get smacked somewhere else.
We're the zebra effect.
Yeah.
People.
In your town soon.
Yeah.
On tour.
Let's go through the card for tonight. So this is who will be competing, and we'll explain a little thing because there's actually a special match on the card tonight, which we'll explain to everyone.
Special.
Yeah. So we don't have to keep the music on, but we'll just go through it here.
Once again, Actual Mania comes to you. Actual Mania 30. We got Vladimir Zelensky, president of Ukraine, going against Vladimir Putin in a battle of cringe.
Battle for the future of the free world.
Yeah, post-law coming through. So we take some of the funnier clips of these guys and we're going to put them together because there's actually some stuff out there that's a little strange and odd. The history between both these men is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. because Zelensky
was an actor.
Yeah, was an actor for a very long time and just kind of got into politics. He's been in tons of movies. He's been on like reality like kind of like their version of America's Got Talent and their version of Dancing with the Stars. He's done all that stuff.
And Putin
is an egomaniac that
was KGB.
Yeah. And also like, you know, he'll sing Beatles karaoke if he wants to.
Yeah, I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
So this is what we call the currency in the account match. And these 6 competitors, Teddy Hart, Brett Keane, King Cobra JFS, Jesse Lee Peterson, Alex Jones, and Gail Cord Schuler, will all compete. Basically, I'm going to play videos from each one of them. You get 1 vote. You pick your favorite, and that person will win an opportunity to challenge any of the champions for their title at any time. And it could be right after they just had a match. If that's the case, they're going to come into the match. The champion will come into the match damaged and will basically get a deduction in points when they're challenged.
Once a year, we give this little throw a wrench in things with this.
It's a shake-up.
It's fun. Cash it in. Cash it in.
We also got Britney Spears, the Princess of Pop, and Demi Lovato, non-binary finery.
Yeah, there's been some extra cute stuff between the two of these. Hold the Door coming on the Patreon, and we have the Cringerweight title, Dan Poet Man,
new sensation to the world of actual Mania. He's been in the DP verse for a very short amount of time, but he's made a huge impact.
Yeah, he slid right into our hearts and a little further into our holes.
And then we've
EJ
got
Brown,
Egghead, who is, the defiler of tubs. He's
the reigning Cringerweight champion,
and he's held the title more times than anyone else. So Egghead is kind of a juggernaut.
He's given up more titles than most people have ever had.
People used to say that about Ric Flair, too, because people are like, oh, he's 20-time world champion. It's like, well, he lost it that many times, right? But that's because he was putting people over.
Yeah. A war of attrition for the Cringerweight title. But that's not it. Shanny and Rev, as you saw earlier with our Rev Cat Piss Memoriam.
This is the tag team championship. So Shanny and Rev challenging against our current reigning defending tag team champs, Hannibal and Monty.
Yeah, but this is a special battle because not only are the tag team titles on the line, we're pitting Shan and Hannibal. Hannibal for Christ are going to go head to head for the world title as well. So we're having a double title match. Hannibal's putting his world heavyweight title, and him and Monty are putting their tag team title on the line in this crazy mixture of mayhem.
Yes. Hannibal defending his title, I think, for the 2nd time. He beat Jesse Lee Peterson last month.
Stand up.
Stand up. It's amazing. So everyone give the stream a like if you haven't already. Link in the description if you want to sign up for our Patreon. You can check out what's available there. So I also use the lens feature a lot of times. I'm trying to think of some good stuff to use the lens feature for to show you guys, especially now that the weather's better here. I can take you guys out. And we're open to suggestions on Patreon for all the perk levels. If you guys want to suggest something, maybe we'll throw it in one of the perk levels. I did my first IRL stream in like 2 years the other day. And I'm thinking about maybe doing that again.
You went down to the cherry blossoms?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The YouTube app worked well, but for some reason the Streamlabs app, I don't know if I had it set up wrong or something, but it was only pulling like a 700 bit rate when it should have been like 3,500, and it was very grainy. So, but then I switched to the YouTube app, and it was fine.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I'd really like the Streamlabs one to work. Yeah, so
Jesus for Christ, Shannibal, Shannibal and Motley.
Maybe next time I do an IRL stream, I'll go to Snoqualmie Falls or something. I want to go somewhere that, like, the people who have never visited Seattle or they don't live here or they've never visited, stuff you wouldn't expect to see or maybe you never heard of. RV trip. I could only do an RV trip if it didn't last that long because I got to do this show. Like, if I don't do this, I don't have paid vacation. So if I stop doing the show, I stop getting paid. I found that out the hard way last year when I took a week off for my 40th birthday. I'm like, oh shit, where'd all my money go? Oh yeah, I didn't make any for a whole week.
Yeah, I think if we ever did do an RV trip, we'd have to figure out a way to set up the show in the RV. That would have to be like the RV would be like the mics and the screens and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd have to be something like that. That way we could just do it on the road.
I'm also like too much of a snob, I guess, because I look at like Blade's RV and it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to live on something like that. Also, I mean, like Ice Poseidon's was better, but it was still like tore up and shit. I don't know.
See, if we got an RV, I would want to set it up with just like it'd be the studio and like live stream from the inside, and then we sleep in fucking hotels or something on the way.
But that's expensive.
Yeah, but if we make that money,
I don't think I don't know.
If we make that money,
yeah, I'm not too.
The RV would just be for the.
Maybe I do a short trip and see how it goes. But I wouldn't want to be on the road for longer than a few days. Maybe like a quick trip around the way, and test it out.
Mr. Grapefruit says you guys aren't disgusting. You're so cute.
Yeah.
You're not them. That's true.
Yeah.
But we could be. Just give us time. I did get to see Blade when I was in Vegas.
Yeah, we played that. We played that video with Joe and Blade together.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
Blade's a good buddy.
Buddy.
A good buddy.
Buddy.
Ultimate RV traveling podcast.
So, in about 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer, but about 10 minutes, we're going to go do this private show. But in the meantime, we'll sit here and hang out with you guys. We'll talk to the chats. By the way, for those of you who aren't aware, if you're a new patron, even just a $1 patron, you could be in the special fan chat. That's the one appearing on the screen next to us right now. It's in our Discord, so you can just join our Discord and go to the room that's labeled live in the premium section. It's live, and if you're in there, you can chat with these people that you see right here.
Cheech says, I made a composting pooper for like $100 for my van, and you can't smell it at all. I'm telling you, I would not be trusted around that thing.
You know, this morning I realized like a huge misunderstanding that occurred last night that I wasn't smart enough to identify. Or maybe, I don't know. So I think you guys last night thought I was saying I did Honest Red a solid by showing him where to buy Scott's shirt. But I was trying to say I did Scott a solid by showing someone where to buy his merch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the idea was that I was expecting more of a solid than like linking somebody to merch. It's just like when I say I do you a solid, it seems to me like it's a bigger gesture.
So who were you thinking I did a solid for?
Well, you said for Scott, right? And
for Scott, yeah.
And then I said it sounds like you did Honest Red a solid by linking him to something he wanted, right?
Well, no, I was making sure Scott got paid. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I don't care what Honest Red wants.
Yeah, nobody cares about Honest Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was like a big misunderstanding. It just came out like a way where it seemed kind of like a interesting turn of phrase. But it made sense.
Honest Red always has an agenda. If you go into general chat in the Discord, there's always some kind of agenda he's pushing.
It's because he's
constantly.
It's because
he's like, yeah, you know, Destiny transphobic. Everyone hate Destiny now because transphobe.
Because he's a glowy. Obviously. No, Honest Red has big opinions.
I didn't say I did you a solid.
See, I said that it was more of a solid.
How is that? Hold on, though. Scott's always like, buy my T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. He always says that, and I don't know if people actually buy them. But the one time I saw someone say, I want to buy Scott's shirt. I'm like, oh, that'll be nice if I, give him a link to buy this shirt for Scott, so Scott can get some money.
If you guys want to do Scott a solid, go to Pro Wrestling Tees, Scott Henson, and buy one of his mini cool cat T-shirts. You could do him a solid right now and get 3 T-shirts, wear them as a dress, and then I don't know, shake a little butt.
I did Honest Red a solid because he told me to share. You know how I guess that there were multiple sites all over the United States that used the word squaw, like publicly. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Hold on, I'll bring it up. Honest Red told me to share this article with Pimp Monk, and I did. I feel like that was doing him a solid.
Oh. I would like everybody to do me a solid and like this stream.
Like the stream, subscribe. So there's a lot of places.
No good deed goes unpunished. You are a Saint Ben.
Yes, Saint Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing us that solid rat load, Alvarez.
So, this is one of the reasons why Honest Red is mad at Pimp Monk.
What's it say? Because we got the little dono.
Oh shit!
U.S. to remove squaw from hundreds of federal land.
I know what a solid
names.
is. Shut up, Honest Red. You don't know what anything is.
I'd say you easily did like a Jello. It's like a nice gelatin. It's a
plasma. I did a plasma.
Yeah, it's beyond liquid.
Maybe
maybe not quite.
Maybe gaseous.
Yeah,
I'll do you a gas.
I'd say it was beyond gaseous. I'd say it was like a nice jelly, a nice gelatin.
So, yeah, this they're removing this word from public lands. The state of Washington passed it too. You know what's funny? I had never really heard this word before, but I went back in my mind to remember the one time I'd actually heard it, and Will Smith said it on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day. Let me get the quote.
Yeah, because I definitely have heard this word used a lot.
I do think in some native languages it just means girl.
That's what I always thought it meant was girl for...
It does literally mean that in some languages, but it's become like a slur.
Huh. Are we allowed to say Comanche?
Comanche is just, what, like the name of a tribe, right?
Yeah, but the way that... what's the Wayne Newton, John Wayne used to say it? He'd be like, Comanche. Sounded racist. The Comanche. Like me saying it right now seems like a slur. Slaves were referred to as boy.
Yeah, it's similar to that. It's similar to that.
You're my boy, Blue.
I can't. There is an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will Smith says it. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I just wonder what he was saying it about. Was he like saying
about a girl he was in? Oh, you know what?
They took it down.
No. Hold on. I think I got it here.
Everybody's now saying John Wayne was racist, and
of course he was.
And I'm rethinking my entire childhood.
I mean, yeah, think of the year he was born and what he represented, and I'm not surprised.
I tried to start a conspiracy theory today that Marlon Wayans is actually Marlon Brando's son, and that's why he looks nothing like the other Wayans brothers.
I mean, he looks somewhat like them.
Somewhat, yeah, like half. But like they all have like a very clean cut look.
I mean,
Damon,
there was
Sean.
There was even like
Keenan.
if you look at the Von Erich brothers, they were all like, most of them were like Adonises, and then there was the one little runt of the litter, and that guy killed himself because he couldn't be a good wrestler like
Didn't
his
they
brothers.
have 2 children that died early on?
Almost all of them died except for Kevin. But
Yeah.
like Carrie was an adult. I don't know.
I think there was a child that died in
Maybe.
power lines when they were really young.
Maybe.
Then there was a suicide.
Yeah, that was the like the little one.
Sad.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's only like it's less than 30 seconds long, so I think I'm safe. Look.
No, see, that's not. See, check it out. Now, this friend of mine knows this squaw that he's completely in love with, right? But this particular squaw just broke up with his best friend. Now, he don't want to diss his boy or nothing like that, right? But he wants to know how long is a good time to wait before he raids this squaw's village.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's
He turned it
another
into a
place and
sexual
time.
innuendo.
Yeah, that seems uncomfortable to watch.
Cancel Will Smith! Cancel Will Smith, monk!
Somebody tell me that Jiggy is gonna be racist next. Getting jiggy with it.
I think it actually is.
No.
I think it actually is.
Jiggy is racist.
I think it might be. I think everything is now, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with that. If everything's racist, then nothing's racist. The English word is an ethnic and sexual slur historically used for Native American women. Yeah. Yeah, the line where he's like, "How long till I raid her village?" That's
yeah.
pretty,
So you know, there's no mistake on what he was talking about there.
Yeah,
like,
which like for me, I grew up in that era, so I think that is hilarious and clever, right? But I am a boomer and I am a racist, so it's like now that I've been reconditioned through society, I think of that and I'm like, whoa, we used to talk like that? I'm like, yeah, we actually did. We were terrible people. Still might be terrible, but we won't know it for another 20 years. Billy is really jiggy. Na 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 na. Honest Red, I don't know why you hate Pimp Monk so much, but I agree
you know
with
what?
you.
At this point, it's kind of performative at this point because he never stops talking about it. It happened it feels like it happened almost 2 years ago at this point. I don't know. It's at least over a year. And he brings it up. He like tries to blame me for it. I had nothing to do with it. And I even told Pimp Monk publicly that I thought it was a kind of a shitty thing to do and that it was and I even got Pimp Monk, you know.
What did Pimp Monk do?
He said he questioned the authenticity of Honest Red's ancestry.
Oh.
And said, well, maybe he's like a little bit like some squaw that got raped by a white guy or something like that. It was something like that.
What's more
Fuck
offensive,
you,
saying that?
Fuck
or,
you, it's not my fault. Shut up,
What's
Honest
more
Red.
offensive, saying that or saying that you're an Elizabeth Warren native?
I think saying that.
Okay, good. Because
Elizabeth, because a lot of white people are told bullshit by their parents to make them believe that they're native. And I've heard it so many times. And now when I hear it, unless I see some like obvious features that would indicate that they are like a good amount of native ancestry, I don't believe it. I'm like, get a DNA test and see how much you are. You know, I don't know.
It was a great dishonor to my family when my DNA test came back 0% Native American. It's very hard times.
It's very common.
But it didn't make me unlearn all the things I learned growing up from the powwows and the medicine men, the shaman.
Sure.
The shaman that I spent time with.
I saw this one video where this black woman took this like African-based DNA test, and it was supposed to tell her like what her even what African tribes her ancestors came from and all that stuff. And she opened it and it basically said she was like 75% white and that they couldn't trace enough back there, and she cried. It was like a live reaction.
Honest Red, you got to stop blaming Ben for the trail of Tism. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. You let Ben free.
Yes.
Free him from your clutches, Honest Red. The Honest Red, is that name from the term, and forgive me if I'm being racist when I say
There's
this.
an album called Honest Red.
It is like, you ever heard like Honest Engine? Like when someone says
Oh my
that?
God, you just said engine.
Is that, but that's people used to say that, right? Is that what the Honest Red means? Is that what it is? Is that like a comparison? Or is it completely two different things?
There's an album by Mohican called Honest Red.
There's multiple references in alt-left Honest Red's name. See, Red, that's the thing. I get these little whiffs of familiarity from my Anglo dickhead upbringing. When we always just say sitting with our legs crossed was it Indian style? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I mean,
I
would
would
say
crisscross applesauce.
I would say that's a little more forgivable.
But then there was the thing that was really popular when I was in school was calling somebody an Indian
giver.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's like that was really fucked up.
I mean, there was all sorts of. I mean, like, who'd you call? Who'd you call someone that would knock on your door and run away before you answered it? Did you have a name for that? Oh, okay.
Where'd this prick go?
Well, I knew there was like a racist name we would call people who did that when I was a kid.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what we would call it.
Here's
Ding Dong Ditch, yeah.
Well, that was the nice way of saying it. Here's Egghead's promo that he just cut for this.
Ooh.
I decree that tonight, the 25th of March, to be actual Mania 30, where the unexpected can happen. And well,
you don't need to declare it though, because it already is.
As you can see, the king is ready, and well, I got coconuts.
I got a coconut bra.
I got a shock collar that's ready to fucking go. I got a battle axe. I got a freaking Pikachu hat. Whatever live shit you want me to do, I have a whole closet full of shit that's ready to go. So, let's do it. Let's prepare for war.
Come out the closet with cringe. Okay,
Yeah.
Egghead, you little sicko. I'm excited to have you live. We're going to do this championship match. Egghead will be live, and we'll be taking directions. So if you're watching, $5 and above patrons, make sure to use your access to the Discord chat to kind of dictate a little bit of where we go.
It gets dirty in there too. Like, people have obvious agendas and they try to influence other people to vote a certain way. There's what's his name, Ron?
Yeah.
Who's always in there, who hates Egghead. That's
Yeah.
always trying to get people to vote against Egghead. It gets dirty, but it's a fun time. Sign up. Help the show. It really helps a lot. In these times with the economy taking a dump, our Patreon kind of hit a pretty big downward slope in the last year or so, and it's a big part of keeping the show going. So you signing up and just giving us $5, we'll give you 2 extra shows tonight and this coming Monday for your $5 patronage. If you could help us out, it'd be greatly appreciated. We're gonna leave in like a minute here and go do this show. It's gonna be insane. You should sign up. That's part of the reason why we do this stream, just to get everyone on board with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I guess now's the time to go. We'll be live within a few minutes after this stream goes off the air over on Vimeo.
Bustelo says, buy stock in Touring Pharmaceuticals. It's worth it. Interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard of I feel dirty buying stock in a pharmaceutical company.
Touring was Martin Shkreli's company.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So does it still exist? It's just under different
I think Touring
management?
exists, yeah, but there's this weird thing going on right now where they said Martin can't work in pharmaceuticals ever again, and he owes $64 million. So I'm wondering what may happen. What may happen here? Honest and true.
All right, Whoa!
Camden Stokes coming through. Everybody else who wants to come in, if you're watching or not,
again.
$5. Come in, catch us. We'll be live for the next couple of hours doing this damn thing we call Actual Mania. That Actual Mania Triple X. Let's go.
We will see you there. Good night. Oh shit.
Called me, sir. It got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it. In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.